Alright, well, this video isn't really a video on any updates at all or anything. Yes, I will be showing what's in the trunk and so on and so forth. It's just more, it's sort of based on informational stuff. First thing that I wanted to mention is I tune my amp with the SMD DD1 tool. Absolutely amazing tool, does its job and then some. Excuse me. Um, Either or. I don't care what amp you have, if it's an amp for music, 4-channel, 2-channel, 1-channel, I don't care what kind of amp you have. If you know how to actually tune an amp, don't just tune it and run with it. Always tune it and then go back, and you can go back and change different settings around to get it how you like it, depending on what you're looking for out of an amp. But in the same time too, it all goes based on power wise, what you have for power. On small systems like 500 to 1,000 watts, I don't really see a reason why people would have to go crazy on the power ends. I mean, 500 to 1,000 watts really isn't anything at all. But either or, for the amp that I'm running and for the level that my system is at, that my stereo is at, yes, I do need the power. Either or, as I was saying, when you tune an amp, don't just, as long as it's tuned correctly, don't just rest on tuning it once and that's it and running with it, because you can always change settings up on an amp to get exactly how you want it and do better than what it was doing, again, depending on how you want it. With that being said, whenever I tune my amp, I got the SMD DD1 tool with the CD. Although it stated use track 1 for like decks and stuff, and track 7, and you could take and get different tracks for balance, or for more music, less bass, different track for even music and bass, another track for more powerful pounding bass. Now, on my end, everybody can be different on this. It'll probably work differently for everybody, but on my end, especially being that my deck, which I'm not gonna say the brand, don't want to get copyrighted, but my deck, it does not clip. So when I tune my amp, I max my deck right out, set my bass knob, and then I go to the back of the car and adjust my amp according to how I have it, or according to how I want it. And on my amp, well, this how I do it is I have all settings minimum, and the very first adjustment I make is my gain. After I get my gain where I want it, then I take and adjust all my other settings, and I don't just leave it like that and run with it. I actually take and I'll go a couple days, see how the voltage does, so on and so forth, see how the system sounds, and then I'll take and I'll go back and I'll readjust different things, different settings, tweaking the gain and other settings, so on and so forth. And usually when I tune in an amp, over the course of a week or two, I just keep messing around with different settings to find what I want versus voltage wise and how everything works. But with that being said, yesterday I believe I posted a video, I'm almost positive. I had also, after the video, played around with the amp settings even more, and it's actually hitting quite a bit harder than it was. So on that note, what I'm going to take and do, yes, I also had to go down the road a little bit, because the road that I usually take and do videos on, there's a house on that road and the people are having a party and I don't want to disrupt their party. So, but either or, this is what I got: 3 limitless lithium 45 amp hour batteries, quad runs of Genius oversized 0 gauge on the Genius 10K, aka the Beast amp, wired down to 0.5 ohm. So yes, my voltage is not doing as well as it was before. Before I was wired at 2 ohms, now I'm wired down to 0.5 ohm, which anybody who actually knows how this stuff works, 0.5 ohm draws a shit ton more power. You need a lot better electrical to run 0.5 ohm versus 1 ohm, 2 ohm, so on and so forth. But either or, that's that. So what I'm going to take and do, with that being said, 5 minutes into this video, with that being said, I'm going to jump to some music. Let's see. Now, one thing I do want to note is, well, as long as the car don't stall out throughout this entire time, I'm not going to touch that gas pedal at all. So there's my resting voltage, which it does go higher. As I said before in my other video, this is the amp, what the amp is seeing. This is the car voltage. I care more about this voltage than this voltage. But I'm going to take and go quarter on the bass knob at volume 30. So you guys can see where it's at then. And then I'll take it, I'll crank the system right up so you can actually see the difference, because there is a difference. And one of the differences that I noticed, which how it's going to show it's going to hit harder, is that wiper right there, which is the driver side wiper. I get that now jumps off the windshield. The entire wiper jumps off the windshield, I want to say about a half of an inch to an inch at full tilt now, which I'm going to do my best to get that on video. Being that I'm not going to put the video on slow-mo, I don't know how well it's going to show it, but it'll be a noticeable difference. So, as you can see, quarter bass knob, or a hair over, volume 30. Camera don't want to focus now. That voice coil still cold. Give her a little bit of gas, get that voltage back up, leave it around volume 30. I'm gonna go almost full tilt. Really, that's 3/4 of the bass knob. That's pretty much where my amp is set to maxed out. I can go full tilt, which really doesn't do anything at all. So that's where my amp is set to be maxed out at 1/2 ohm. Let's see if I get this voltage up a bit. Yeah, I don't want to wait for it. So actually I'm going to turn that bass down so it's not crazy. Alright. Turn the bass knob back to 3/4. Like I said, with the way I have the amp set, 3/4 is the amp maxed out. I got the wiggle room to fine adjust it as I'm doing demos or whatever it is. But here we go, volume 30. So here we go. Car stalled out. What else new? I actually get a better reaction out of the car when I have regular music playing, so I'm gonna just jump to regular music. why, for some odd reason, probably hope I actually had the right song. I cannot believe how half-assed this video is right now. I'm just gonna jump back to the base demo gig. Well, after I wait for this car to go by, why is it no cars are ever on this road until I come on this damn road? Jesus. Yes, that was just 20 hertz I just threw at the subs. Try 15. Try 10. That's pretty much that. Voice coil's still cold. I wish these subs would break in. I really do. They're still stiff like the day I got them. But other than that, that's that. I actually just demoed the car more than I intended to. I was meaning to more talk along the lines of the amp tuning, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much that. If you have any comments or whatever, I just pretty much just made the subs flex as hard as I possibly could with what I had to work with. That's pretty much it. On that note, I'm pretty much done with this video. Have any comments or whatever, leave them. Bye.